we'd like to bring out for you now a young lady who's going to knock your socks off and set your soul on fire. Miss Barbara Morrison.
Music means everything. Music is medicine. My grandmother, she would get depressed sometimes. And when I was 4 and 5 years old, my mother and father, they used to go get Barbara. She can make grandma laugh. She can make grandma smile. And I'd get the broom and I'd pretend like it was a microphone and I'd sing songs. I could barely talk. That's no one sing, but that would just crack her up. And that happened on the day she died. She died with music. The rhythm when we walk, the rhythm when we talk, when we smile. It's all metered out. 1, 2, 3, dance. It's a 1 and a 2 and a 3. It's all iambic pentameter, as my poetry teacher would say. It's poetry, it's everything.
I feel so good out here today. Isn't it a beautiful day for Juneteenth?
I grew up in Ypsilanti, Michigan, but we lived in Detroit. My father would promise my mother, when he went away to Korea, that he would marry her and buy us a house. I was born out of wedlock. But my mother couldn't wait. She gave me away. When my dad came home, the adoption papers weren't signed or anything. He went to the people and he said, she belongs with me. And the guy says, well, I'm her daddy now. He said, yeah, but I'm her father. And the mother, the wife of this gentleman said, we have to let her go back to her daddy. He did exactly what he said he would do. He found my mother and he bought us a house. And they came, my brother, and my sister. So it was 6 of us all together and I was the oldest. But the real good thing is my brother played trumpet under me. My sister played clarinet. Eli Lucky Thompson, who played saxophone with Miles Davis, was our uncle. And he gave my sister a clarinet. She was like 5 years old. My father was a doo-wop. He had his own group, like Sam Cooke, like the Soul Stirrers. And my dollhouse was under the kitchen table, and they rehearsed in the kitchen. My senior year in high school, I won a scholarship, Border Region scholarship, to Eastern Michigan University, and I became the first Black junior miss in Huron Valley, where we live. And I was singing one of the Beatles songs called Yesterday. Yesterday, all my sorrows seem so far away. And I only stayed there a couple of years before I moved to California. And then I started going to different colleges here. When I decided to make my transition from Michigan to California, I transferred my job. I was working for a finance company that I won't name. And when I got there and they found out I was African American, they found a way to get rid of me. So it didn't matter because I had skills. I had another job. The next day, I just felt really, really good about myself.
Don't touch me.
All the people I knew were in the industry. Johnny Otis, he had a television show and a radio show.
Right.
And he put me in his band. He nurtured me. I got to record with Ray Charles and they made an album of it. Doc Severinsen. I ended up staying in his band 7 years. We did a blues record. When I learned that I had diabetes and I knew I had to slow down on my traveling, and I lost my first leg. And I said, you know what? I'm going to make me a place where I can have my own shows. And that's how the Barbara Morrison Performing Arts Center became my little Carnegie Hall. And I noticed that a lot of people in this area needed a little place to perform and show their talent. Come and see how everything is growing together, and we are one.
We ought to stay together, loving you, whether times are